Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Friday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I want to do a video today about recovery. I haven't done one in a while, and I want to talk about that. And I started thinking about my teeth. I heard a joke this morning, and I could laugh about this now. It was a joke on YouTube, one of the shorts, and the guy was talking about having summer teeth. Some are there, some aren't there. Or March Madness teeth down to your final four. Yeah, and I started thinking about this, so I want to talk about this morning. I've been clean and sober since October 23rd of 2006. I'm coming up on 18 and a half years, completely clean and sober. Just when I started this video, when I said that's my tagline, that's my opening line. It's 3 a.m. That's what I say every morning, regardless of what time it is. That's what time I always say. It's 3 a.m. And I would still be up on an average day or night, or average. The day and night kind of blended into each other back when I was using. So it was just one day blended into the next, and I would still be awake. Let's just say at this time, and I'd probably be crawling on, well, not the floor here where I used to live. I'd probably be crawling on the floor in my underwear, crumbing on the floor. Seriously. Like you heard about Hunter Biden talking about that. Well, that was my life. That was really what I did every night, sitting there with my jaw going back and forth. And I want to talk about losing my teeth. I started using back when I was like 15 years old. I'll be honest. A lot of people that smoke weed probably don't want to hear this, but it was my gateway drug. It's really how I started getting into drugs. Back before my father died. My father died when I was 9 years old from brain cancer. And, and he told me that my family didn't drink, didn't use drugs. He told me that he would kill me if he ever found out I was using drugs or anything like that. And 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, I never wanted to use or anything like that. And once I got to high school, I wanted to fit in, I guess. And I tried smoking weed. And in a short while, I was selling $1. We used to call them dollar bones, dollar joints back in 1980, 1981. I'd be selling weed to high school, and I was still a top student. I never failed a class or anything like that. And my friends wanted to try acid, LSD. My friends were jocks and people, guys that would go on to college and stuff like that. And so I tried that. I tried mushrooms. I tried LSD, mescaline, all that stuff. I remember my senior high school prom. My girlfriend didn't touch the stuff. I had a girl all through high school, same girl, and she was really angry because I bought a a tiny little quarter gram of coke for the high school prom. I thought that's what you were supposed to do. I thought it would make my night better. I thought it would make my night more memorable somehow. And it sucked because I did it in the bathroom right before the food came. We ordered a big, prime rib dinner at the senior prom, and I couldn't eat it because I went in the bathroom and did the coke and came back out. The dinner came. That's the last thing I wasted that whole dinner. The night was the night was a nightmare. It was terrible. It was one of the worst nights of my life. My girl was disgusted and angry with me and things. Like I said, I wasted the dinner. We didn't dance all night or anything, and it sucked. She broke up shortly after that. This was my first high school love, and it was because I started using. I got into coke. I started dealing. I started going down to New York City. This black guy I was friends with, I met because he was a dealer, and he took me down to around Yankee Stadium. Around the Bronx, New York, and he showed me how to go down there, where to buy, and I'd go down there with a couple $100, and I'd come back here within a couple hours, I could turn that $200 into $1,000. I'd buy it down there for a third of the price, and come back up here and literally triple my money in 2 or 3 hours. And plus, I was the coolest guy. I was the life of the party. So I actually started throwing keg parties. I was renting a house. I was actually doing architectural drafting. I'd go to work during the day wearing a tie and everything like that. And on the weekends, I'd have parties at my house. And I would go down, get the drugs, come back up, sell them at my house. And that went on for a while. And eventually, a lot of my friends started dying. Friends started ODing, and a lot of them got clean and sober and didn't want anything to do with me anymore. So I moved on and found another new set of friends, and eventually I started getting into dope, doing heroin too. It started out with OxyContins. I had a back problem. I was driving a truck at that point because I got fired from the architectural drafting job because I stopped showing up for work. You can see, looking back now, I could see how my life started out fantastic. I never missed, never failed a course in high school. Top student. One of the prettiest girls in high school was my girlfriend. Prom. I had a beautiful '73 Formula Firebird. Orange. It's like the classic, suburban high school story. And I could have kept going, on that trajectory. Like I said, I went to technical school. I started working in an architectural office. I got hired right out of the bat, right out of school. The first place I applied for, and it was one of the top architectural firms in the country. And I got hired there. Like I said, I ended up getting fired about 3 years later because I was missing work. And I started driving a truck. And same thing there. And then I started stealing from the company. I hurt my back, and I started using OxyContin. Looking back, I could see how my life was taking off. I was doing great, and just kind of crashed on it. And as I approached 40, I had lost almost all my teeth. This is the thing too. This is what I told you that joke reminded me of this morning. I used to go to different dealers. I would still be up at this time of night back in 2005. I'd still be awake, still contacting. I'd call up one dealer, then the other dealer, back and forth. And the heroin dealer would blame the teeth. He's like, "Why are you using crack? The crack is what's ruining your teeth. And why just stick with heroin? It's not as bad for you." I swear to God, this is what the dealers used to say. And then the crack dealers would tell me, "Don't use the heroin. That's ruining your teeth, man." I swear to God. They used to call me the dude with the busted up grill because all my teeth were gone. Seriously, they were all rotted and broke off of the gum line. I ended up getting them fixed a couple years into recovery. And because I was an opiate addict, I couldn't have any painkillers. They put some Novocaine shots in, but they pulled out every single tooth while I was awake. And I actually had dental students doing this because I couldn't afford much more. 2 dental students for hours, cutting and pulling the rotted pieces of my teeth out. And I got fitted for dentures, and I got implants, and here I am today. My teeth are probably about $10,000 right now. I probably got about $10,000 worth of teeth in my mouth right now. I get up, and for the last 18 and a half years, I get up and I pray every morning. I go through this whole routine. I actually did a video. Of me praying every morning. It's about a 10-minute prayer I actually do every single morning for the last 18 and a half years. And I don't do that because anybody tells me to or because it's part of the 12 steps or anything like that. I just do it because I feel like it makes my life better. It's working for me. I could actually say I'm happy. I wake up and I'm happy. I'm happy with life. I love life. I love my life. I love every day. I look forward to every day now. I got to say this too. This is the only book that I've been reading for over 18 years, and I still haven't finished the 12 steps, and I'm still reading this every day. Recovery is possible. Recovery does work. I'll talk more about that in upcoming videos, exactly what did work for me. Methadone was what actually got me clean and sober. All right, I'll talk about that in another video. You guys have a good Friday.